Hi gays, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadia. Let's be real for a second. If you're trying to meet lesbians and your first thought is, okay, I'll just go to a gay bar, you might already be limiting yourself. Because here's the truth, no one really talks about, a lot of queer women aren't where you think they are. They're not always in loud clubs, they're not always obvious, and they're definitely not walking around with a label on their forehead. So if you've been feeling like, why is it so hard to meet women? You're not alone, but you might be looking in the wrong places. Today, we're breaking that down. Where lesbians actually meet, why it feels so confusing, and how to connect in a way that's real, respectful, and actually works. Problem/topic explanation. Here's the issue. A lot of people assume that queer women exist in very specific visible spaces, pride events, gay bars, dating apps, and yes, those places can work, but they're not the whole picture. Because unlike a lot of mainstream dating culture, lesbian and queer dating tends to be more subtle, more emotionally driven, and honestly, more cautious. Why? Because many women grow up navigating safety, judgment, and social pressure in ways that shape how they express attraction. So instead of bold, obvious approaches, what you often get is eye contact that lingers a little longer, friendships that blur into something more, online interactions that slowly build intimacy. And if you're expecting instant, obvious signals, you'll miss it. Most people don't talk about this, but the challenge isn't just asterisk. We're asterisk to meet lesbians. It's understanding asterisk how connection actually happens. Asterisk in this space. Asterisk, deep insights. Psychological, emotional, social. Asterisk, let's go deeper. Queer women often prioritize emotional safety before romantic or physical connection. That means trust comes first, comfort comes first. Feeling seen and respected comes first. And this changes everything because instead of environments built around fast attraction like loud bars or swipe-based apps, you'll often find more meaningful connections forming in spaces where people can actually be themselves. Here's the truth. Attraction for many women grows through conversation, shared values, emotional intelligence, subtle chemistry, not just appearance. So if you're only focusing on where are all the lesbians, you're missing the bigger question, where are the environments where connection can naturally grow? That's the real game. Real life scenarios, examples, Let me paint you a few real life scenarios. You're at a creative workshop, maybe photography, writing, or art. You start talking to someone. It's easy. Comfortable, there's eye contact, laughter, a little curiosity. You don't immediately label it as flirting, but over time, it builds. That's how a lot of queer connections start. Or maybe you're on social media, you follow someone, they follow back, you reply to a story, they reply again. Weeks later, you're having late night conversations. That's not random. That's connection forming in a modern digital way. Or here's another one. You're part of a fitness class, a book club, or even a volunteering group. You keep seeing the same person. There's familiarity, comfort, a slow sense of attraction. This is what people don't expect. Lesbian dating often lives in the asterisks in between spaces, Not just obvious dating environments. Practical advice and tips. So let's talk about where to actually meet lesbians and how to approach it in a way that works. First, expand your idea of where. Yes, LGBTQ+ events can be great, but also look at creative communities, wellness spaces like yoga or fitness classes, social activism or volunteering groups, online communities, and niche social platforms. These are places where people show up as themselves, not just to find someone, but to connect. And that's where real attraction grows. Now, second, your energy matters more than your strategy. Let's be real. You don't need a perfect pickup line. What you need is presence. Be curious, be respectful, be genuinely interested in the person, not just their sexuality, because nothing is more attractive than someone who makes you feel seen, not hunted. Third, learn to read and respect boundaries. This is huge. Not every connection is romantic, not every queer woman is available, and not every moment is an invitation. So instead of assuming, observe. Are they engaging back? Are they asking questions? Is the energy mutual? If yes, lean in. If not, respect it and move on with confidence. That's emotional intelligence. Fourth, use online spaces smartly. Dating apps can work, but don't rely on them alone. Social media is massively underrated here because it allows something deeper than just swiping. You get to see how someone thinks, what they care about, how they express themselves. And when you engage thoughtfully, not just liking photos, but actually connecting, you stand out instantly. But here's the key. Don't be performative. Don't try to impress. Be real. That's what creates attraction that lasts. Fifth, build your own environment. This is something most people overlook. If you're struggling to find the right spaces, create them. Host small meetups, start a group, invite people into conversations or activities you enjoy. Confidence isn't just approaching someone. It's creating opportunities where connection can happen naturally. Asterisk, asterisk. More insight, self-respect, communication, modern dating. Asterisk, asterisk. Let's talk about something deeper. Self-respect. Because where you meet people is important, but asterisk, how you show up, asterisk matters even more. If you're chasing validation, people feel that. If you're ignoring red flags just to finally meet someone, that shows too. But when you come from a place of, I know my worth, I respect my boundaries, I'm open but not desperate, that energy changes everything. It attracts healthier connections, it filters out the wrong ones, and it makes dating feel less like a struggle and more like a choice. Also, communication. Queer dating often thrives on clarity, but ironically, people avoid it. So be the person who communicates honestly. If you're interested, show it. If you're unsure, say it. If you're not feeling it, respectfully step back. That kind of emotional maturity is rare and incredibly attractive. Asterisk, asterisk, strong conclusion / call to action, asterisk, asterisk. So here's the takeaway. If you've been wondering where to meet lesbians, it's not just about asterisk places, asterisk. It's about environments where connection can grow. It's about understanding subtle attraction. It's about showing up with confidence, respect, and emotional awareness. Because the truth is, the right people aren't hiding from you. They're just not always where you expect them to be. So stop limiting yourself to one idea of where. Start focusing on asterisk, how you connect. Start building spaces, conversations, and energy that attract the kind of people you actually want. And most importantly, don't rush it. Real connection isn't instant, but when it's real, it's worth everything. If this made you rethink how you approach dating, I want you to take one small step today. Put yourself in a new space, start one genuine conversation, show up as yourself fully, and see what happens. Because trust me, it's not where you think, but once you understand it, everything changes.